Past 2 weeks, I've been weak, contemplating things, searching for a remedy, feeling defeat. What is the reason life has been treating me so indecent lately? And I can't bear to depict this goodbye. Coldness fills me up, tears in my eyes. Baby, why I feel like this ain't a surprise? Taking up so much of my life, and you make me your wife. Baby, how'd you do me like that? How'd it end up screwed up like that? What kind of fairy tale is that? I don't understand. And I know you wanna say I do, but you don't. I know you wanna say you will, but you won't. Loving me ain't easy, baby, you complete me. But heartaches I floor. And here I am feeling this formal for what though? Out of it but control. What's all the work for? Loving you is torture, and I can't keep dealing. I'm writing and sending, and feeling it's for none though. What was it? Take away from the connection, cause baby boy, listen to me, you such a blessing. But lately I've been feeling the need for some confessing. So love you been giving to me has me stressing, and I don't think I'll ever figure this shit out. How could a destined love never run its route? When two souls connect but life makes you sit it out, and perfectly perfect with one another yet unendowed. You wanna say I do, but you don't. I know you wanna say you will, but you won't. Loving me ain't easy, baby, you complete me. But heartaches I floored. Could sit here forever, making these excuses. Time's of the essence, yet we pursue this. Time is transcendent and it's transfusive. It's all illusion, yet we still do this. My heart can't heal if it keeps reopening. Foundation we build off of keeps us unfolding. Let us recess all the damages we broken. What's the use in I can't bear to depict this goodbye. Coldness fills me up, tears in my eyes. Baby, why I feel like this ain't a surprise? Taking up so much of my life. Baby, how'd you do me like that? How'd it end up screwed up like that? It was last night. Gave a fuck last night. Had you up last night, like a drunk deal, like cuff last night, but it held up inside. I just wanna chill with you, turn around, try and keep it real with you. I've been meaning to do ya. See, I don't really even feel but you. You've been fucking up my moments, got me up at 5 in the morning. I'm frustrated and then I'm lonely. You already know I'm homely, but I want it. Confusion got this body up all night. You got me thinking about all this shit twice. Maybe you really ain't about this life. Throw it up cause I want advice, want advice. You ain't got a question about my certainty. I'm gon' make sure that we got all the privacy. I got the lights, you got the ice cream. Netflix and chill, now we up high key. Emotions keep getting real deep, babe. Got this shit here on replay. What we got here is no secret. It was last night. I gave a fuck last night. Had you up last night, like a drunk deal, like cuff last night, but it held up inside. Usually I ain't prone to show emotions, baby, but I'm wide open. I may be that bitch, but I'm focused. Better than I know.
What's going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for
Late Nights with All Access.
And it's King Tiz in the building. Tune in every Monday
night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night. Every single Monday night. To Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.
And we are back. Late nights with All Access. Myself, MikeAnthony, and right next to me, Miss Nat Boogie.
What's up, guys?
Miss Nat Boogie. And we are inside of. Where are we inside of?
Unas frias.
There you have
You
it.
couldn't read the sign behind us.
Thank you, Javi. He's here tonight with us. And how was your Mother's Day weekend? How was everyone's Mother's Day weekend? If you can, just comment below. Make sure to tag your friends and subscribe to our podcast. This is episode 209.
Damn, 209.
209.
What did I do this weekend? My weekend was good. It flooded on Friday, so I was at home.
Weather
That
was
rain
kind of weird,
crazy.
right?
It got crazy. It was like 12:30. I feel bad for the people that decided to go out that night. Some of them were stuck at the bar for a while. But I was at home Friday night. Saturday was the big quince we've all been waiting for. Shout out to my girl Jasmine. It's her birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday, girl.
Jasmine!
So yeah, it's her birthday today, but she has just been nonstop crazy busy these past couple months just planning this quinceañera for her daughter. Shout out to Ava. And so Saturday, that's what I did. I just spent the day just preparing and getting ready for the quince and had an amazing time. Probably one of the funnest quinces I've ever been to in my entire life. I haven't been to one in a while, but I used to go all the time when I was younger, and it was so much fun. Shout out to DJ Quake. He was DJing. The Spurs Coyote made an appearance.
I saw that. Spurs Coyote.
Yeah, everybody loved it. Everybody was taking pictures. I know you helped her with the party bus.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that was nice. It was beautiful. It was an amazing event. I cried. I cried. They did a little mother-daughter dance. It was the cutest thing ever. And yeah, it's just, I've known Jasmine for the past like 11, 12 years of my life. And so I met this little girl and she was little.
Oh, wow.
And so it's crazy to like watch her grow up, and now she's a teenager and having a quinceañera and just, you know, seeing where she's at now and the love. She had so many people there for her, showing so much love. She's a beautiful little young woman now, and it trips me out to see. But yeah, it was emotional, so I did cry a little bit. But I had a great time. It was so much fun just to hang out with the friends. We had our crew out there just dancing all night long. It was open bar, so that was nice.
Ooh, open bar.
It was open bar.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Open bar means like you get a drink as much as you want?
Exactly.
Wow.
As much as you want. Don't got to pay. Just tip if you can. So, yeah, I had a great time with that.
That's amazing.
It was a good time. I enjoyed it. So thank you for that. And they had good food, too. We had free food, too. So that was nice. It was AJ's birthday. Happy birthday again to AJ.
Yes, happy birthday, AJ.
I know his actual birthday was on Thursday, on the 11th. So I was actually here with him Wednesday night to bring it in. And I was here with him Thursday night celebrating. And I stopped by Saturday after the quince. The quince was actually right down the street from here. And so it was on, when I was on my way home, so I stopped by, and he was fucked up. He didn't even remember seeing me until he saw his Snapchat and had a little recap the next day. He was like, I forgot you were there.
That is too funny.
So, but it was fun. It was really cool. It was packed in here too on Saturday night. They had a lot of people. I showed up in my dress, and everyone was like, damn, where'd you come from? Who are you? I look like a girl on Saturday. I know it comes out once in a while.
Looking like a girl
I look
on
like
Saturday.
a female. But yeah, it was cool. I just stopped by here and showed some love.
You just all dolled up.
All dolled up. And then yesterday is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. I did a post, too, that said I understand that Mother's Day is harder for some people. And so my thoughts were with them, and I seem to get a lot of people reacted to that post. So I know yesterday was a hard day for people. I know you included. So prayers and thoughts to everybody that had a hard time on Mother's Day, but also happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there doing their thing. I took my mom to go eat. She wanted a buffet. So we were going to go to some Chinese buffet, but they were super busy and there was a long wait. So we ended up going to Indian Palace.
Okay.
I don't know if you like Indian food, but I love Indian food.
Do you really like Indian food?
I love Indian food. And they have some of the best Indian food there. So I took her to Indian Palace, and I bought her little rose and a little Amazon gift card. And
there you go.
just took her out to eat. And so it was nice getting some
Happy
time
Mother's
in
Day
with
to your mama.
Yeah. That's all I did, though.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah. What did you do?
You know, going back and you're saying the weather, that stopped a lot of things. I know we had party buses on Saturday, so I'm trying to think of what we did on Friday. And you know, so crazy, for over 4 years now, I've been saying I'm going to write down my weekend and still
You still haven't done it?
haven't done it, you know. But
And you're the sober one.
and I'm the sober one, yes. I'm trying to think really hard right now because the only thing I could think of is Saturday with the party buses, just being able to know that we had successful runs. You know, we had we were sold out with all my partners. All my partners did an incredible job. I did an incredible job with my bus, and it was just overall just a great day and night for everyone. And Melinda got sick Friday, so there we go. That's what happened. So Friday, I can't remember exactly what we did Friday, but I know we did something. But Friday, I know she got sick late at night, and which led into Saturday, and which I take that back. We went to watering hole. Shout out to.
So she wasn't sick?
So Friday. So Friday we met up with some friends. So Friday we met up with some friends, and I had I think I had a bus run. I can't remember. Melinda, if you're watching, tag below because you have better memory than I do. And I know we went to the watering hole, and with some friends of hers and Chris. Shout out to my boy Chris Motts. He went out there to go meet up with me, and then we went to Hooters to go eat because we were hungry, and he was watching the game at Hooters too as well. And after that, went back to actually we just went home. To be honest with you, went home. I told Melinda, I was like, I don't want to go out anymore. They wanted to go out to Boneheads, but shout out to Andrew at the watering hole for showing some love to me. I asked him for some Red Bulls and some waters, and I don't mind paying for my Red Bulls and waters. I know it's not much, but I don't mind doing it. But it just amazes me to see bartenders that know that I'm sober and just be like, no, it's okay. Like, here you go. Of course, I tipped them, but it just is nice to know that there's bartenders out there that just are so they know about my sobriety, you know. And even shout out to Eric with the Stout House, like he's the same way. So whenever we gone over there, and so Saturday I had party bus runs, and our goal was to go to Jasmine's Kinsey, and then or actually go to the Brahmas game first because The Rock was here in town, and so Chris invited us to go, and then we were gonna go to Jasmine's for Ava's Kinsey, and Melinda was sick, so Melinda was like, "Hey, just go." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna go." So I didn't go, and then Chris sends me a picture of him and The Rock. So I was like, "Oh man." I was like, no. And then Melinda was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, don't be sorry. It's fine. She's like, you really wanted to go? I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to go.
You wanted to meet The Rock so bad.
I did.
And get one of his
I
energy
liked
drinks
the
autographed.
yes.
I already know.
I was like, cannot believe this. I said, you know what? Thankfully, they signed a 3-year contract, I think, or a 4-year contract with the Alamo Dome. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think that's what the deal was, is that they signed a contract with the Alamo Dome. So hopefully we'll get another chance or opportunity for The Rock to be here. And now that I know Chris got the insights like that to where he's shaking hands and taking pictures with The Rock, I'm definitely going to go. But and then of course we couldn't go to Jasmine's thing, so we just rested, you know, and just chilled and watched Vanderpump, I think, or something like that.
Vanderpump Rules, you
Yeah.
watched that too?
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching it. I'm waiting for this next episode to come out. It's all
Vanderpump
kinds
Rules.
of drama.
See, and the topic tonight was going to be relationships and sex, and because of our co-host not being here, prayers to them, just in general, nothing serious, but I think we'll just go ahead and talk a little bit about relationships and sex, but we'll get into more details with our co-host. But Vanderpump Rules, if you watch it, there's a lot of lying, there's a lot of cheating, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of just shit that goes on. Some of it's funny, some of it's just annoying. They have friendships that are not friendships. There's like I don't know, it's just weird.
It's like a circle of friends and frenemies, but they're also, some of them are dating each other's exes, and it's interesting. But I've been watching Vanderpump Rules since like Like I caught up from the beginning.
So
I've been watching
yeah.
it for the past few years.
So
but there's like this is the 10th season.
yes.
So there's a lot going on. So when you watch them
Yes.
kind of grow up when they were younger, starting at that restaurant, sir, to where they're at now, and all the drama that's about to unfold on this next episode, I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. So Vanderpump Rules.
No, yeah. So I think I've seen like 5 seasons already. So I think it's season 5 or season 6
Okay,
or
y'all
something.
have
like
a
that.
lot to catch up
So
on.
it just, and I don't watch them all because I just don't have the time. But it's not hard to put pieces together when you watch them here and there. But they got some characters, man. So I actually posted something on the All Access page, and I was asking San Antonio if they would be interested if James came to San Antonio to DJ. And guess what the answer was?
No.
Yep, it was no. Nobody.
He doesn't have
Everyone
a
said no.
good
So
image in the show.
and that's
Doesn't
true.
make himself
You
look
know
the
what?
best.
That's another thing that you said that stands out. Some of these characters or people, they don't have a good image. Like that one girl, she's a slut.
Which one?
The only one that's a slut. Like she's like the main slut. Like, and I hate using that word. Believe
Talking
me.
about Lala?
No, not Lala.
Well, that's not the only one.
No, the other one. Damn it, I don't know her name. Fuck my life.
The
The one that
Kristen?
is that the one that
think
was
that's
with
her name,
James.
Kristen.
That was with James, and then was
And
with
was with Tom.
Tom, and then with Jax. So her, yeah,
I think that's Kristen. I
Yeah.
think that's what you're talking about. I'm not
yeah.
thinking of
She, I mean, like her. Watching the show and seeing her and her, character, I'm just like, man, that's just.
her. Yeah, you're way behind. She's been out for a few seasons where I'm at. So I forgot about her.
So yeah, so I'm just like, okay, this is what the show's about. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot going on to it.
But I think when it comes to relationships into that show, is so unhealthy.
That
Like-
actually brings up a good topic. How would you feel, or what are your thoughts about like dating in a friend group? Like if you're okay, so for instance, you're gonna get a little bit of spoiler alert here. So there's a situation now in the Vanderpump Rules circle where this Raquel girl was dating James. He proposed to her. They ended
Okay.
up not working out. But
Okay, Raquel.
he brought her into the circle.
Okay.
She's still part of the circle.
Okay.
And now she's flirting and making out with a couple of the other guys in the circle.
Do I know who Raquel is?
I don't know if you're at that season yet.
I don't know if I
remember
know
what
who
season
Raquel
she
is.
comes in, but she was James's fiance.
Oh, okay. I think I know.
DJ James,
The
she
yes,
was his
yes.
fiance.
Okay, so they're not together now.
No, they're not together.
Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert. Well, that was like seasons ago.
Like-
So y'all are super behind. But how would you feel about that? If you brought your girlfriend into your circle of friends, and then after y'all broke up, she still remained in your circle of friends, and some of your best friends and your homeboys were still being really cool with her and hanging out with her.
They're not friends.
How would you feel about that?
I'd be like, bros before hoes, man. What's wrong with you? Come on now. No, there is I think there is a bro code such as a girl code, in my opinion. I think that if, God forbid, me and Melinda weren't together and she was still trying to be friends with my friends, I think I know my friends well enough to where they wouldn't be friends with her. Not that they wouldn't be nice to her if they saw her out in public, but there's just some certain boundaries you don't cross, and it doesn't matter how many years ago either. Like, say if I was, in a situation to where I was single, and I don't know, even if you don't, for me as a man, so let's just say, one of your close friends, not a close friend to me, but because I know him, and say I knew his ex, I wouldn't do that because that's just me. I don't want to be with someone that someone else is with, like, at all. Like, I don't want that. I don't know. Maybe I'm different from other guys. Maybe some guys don't care about that shit, but I do. I don't want to be in a room with a girl that other guys have been with, and so that's just my mindset. So I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't want that to happen to me either. So, in a sense, if that makes sense.
No, I understand what you're saying. I don't Well,
and,
anytime.
and it's like this too. Like if Melinda and I weren't together, and say one of her friends, I would not even do that. Like that would be not even
Off
in.
limits.
Like I would never
Yeah.
even think of that.
Yeah.
Like period. Like people that are shitty like that is just they're shitty people. Like I personally would not think like that. I couldn't do it.
No, I'm the same way. If you and one of my homies, even if y'all weren't even in a relationship, but I knew y'all fucked or had sex or however you want to say it nicely,
Yeah.
that person's off limits to me. I'm not gonna sit here and be like further down the line, oh well, they just had sex, they weren't actually together, so you know what? Why not? I'm not about to be sharing dick with some of my friends and vice versa. We're not dealing with all that. So I'm the same way. But I was just.
Thinking of the show and how they
That
do
show
it,
is-
I
yeah,
think
there's a lot of
see,
that going on in
and
there.
see, and when it comes to relationship in real life versus reality TV show, that's a reality TV show, and people have to realize that that's not the real world, because for me, thinking they have to be on a contract, they have to be in X amount of episodes for X amount of salary, and they have to, maybe there is some writing involved to where they probably twist stories or make them be like that, but that's not real. That's not the real world. I've never met any group of friends that are that toxic with each other.
I don't know. I think that shit does happen though. It's just
Does
not
it
me and
really?
my people. I don't be around it because I'm not about to live that life either. But I hear some toxicity out there. I'm not about that life either though.
I just don't see the point of it. I don't see, like, for me, if say you and we have mutual friends and connections, right? So. Oh my god! I just logged on.
Sorry, Melinda. This has been news though. This has been like in TMZ. This has
know,
been all
right?
over Facebook. This is
So-
not anything that you have to
So-
watch the show to
right.
find out.
So look, you and I have mutual friends and mutual connections, right? So there are certain people that I don't care about, and that you are cool with. But you, like, I wouldn't tell you, Nat Boogie, I don't like this person. Don't be friends with. That's like just a bitch thing to do. For me, it's just like whatever beef I have with someone, which I don't have beef with anybody. Everyone has beef with me. I like everybody. I don't care if they don't like me. That's just whatever. But if I don't get along with someone, I would never tell a friend or anything like that. I'd be like, hey, why are you talking to them? Oh, don't be talking to them. It's just I think that everyone has their own issues with other people. So yeah, but I wouldn't personally tell anyone not to be friends with someone. Now, if someone decided to not be friends with someone because of them, then yeah. So I'll give you a perfect example. I won't go into names. So my brother doesn't like a couple of people, and he has very valid reasons why he doesn't like these people. And so one person was in the same room with me, and Melinda can vouch for this, and this person tried to say hi to me. I ignored that person completely out of respect for my brother, because it's my brother. And he has valid reasons, the reason why he doesn't like this person or these people. And so this person tried and tried and tried to like make a conversation with me, and
I hate that
getting
shit.
a
It's
hint,
annoying.
and I had to finally tell this person, don't talk to me. I have nothing to say to you. And so, and it made things awkward. But I'm just like, you would get the hint every time you come near me. I'm walking away. Like, that should be
I've had that
a
before.
fucking big hint. Like, the guy doesn't want to talk to you. Like, why would you put yourself in that position? Like, you don't. You just ignore the person. So, yeah.
No, I've had that happen before. It's annoying. They try really hard to, like, I don't know, get your acceptance and be your friend or your acknowledgement, or I don't know what the fuck it is, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been through that before.
And you know what? There's people that again, I've seen that we don't get along and all that. And if we're all out and I see someone and they see me, we look at each other and then we just walk past each other. It's like, it's no...
You don't need to exchange
Yeah,
words. You don't need to
there's
be
nothing-
negative.
yeah,
There
yeah.
doesn't need to be negative
Just-
energy.
yeah, it
You
just-
don't need
it's just like,
yeah.
do your thing, I do
You can
my thing, and that's it.
coexist.
Yes.
You can coexist in the same
Yes.
environment, in the same atmosphere, in the same venue. You have mutual friends, and that's okay. You can be around each other. You just don't have to, you don't have to talk, and you
Or
don't have
pretend
to
it, yeah.
you don't have to be friends with everybody. If you don't like somebody for a valid reason, you don't like that person. If y'all don't get along, y'all don't get along.
Have you
But
ever
there's
been
no
in
need
that-
to fucking sit there and try to fight each other
Yeah.
and fucking talk shit to each other as you're passing each other by. Like, it's just not. But yeah, I've definitely been through that before.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I'm friends with a lot of people, and so like same thing with me. There's some people that I don't like, or some people that I don't get off to, or some people I've been through some shit with. That some of my friends are still cool with them because they have their own relationship outside of ours, and that's cool. I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell you who you can and cannot be friends with, but I'm also not gonna sit here and just fucking like be fake and acting like everything's okay with us. Like it's okay to not like each other. It's totally okay. If you're not my vibe, you're not my vibe. Like.
That's true.
Not everybody's going to be your vibe. You're not going to be everybody's vibe. And that's okay. There's plenty of people out here in the fucking world that do like me for me.
Aw, I like you for you.
Thanks. I'm kidding. I don't even know anybody that doesn't like me right now, to be honest with you.
I've never heard anything bad about you. I can honestly say that, like being in this industry for a long time, and you always hear people always gossip or say something negative about someone. I know there's a lot of people that have talked shit about me, which I mean, like, I really don't care, but I've never heard anything bad about you. Honestly, like, I'm not just saying it, just say it. I've never heard anyone say anything negative about you.
The only things I've heard bad about me are, I don't know if it's really bad, but that I fucked somebody that I know I damn well did not fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do guys?
Why
do guys do that? Is it a guy thing or is it a girl thing? And that's based on relationship and sex.
Yeah, I don't know. I've literally had.
Have you had that happen more than once to where a guy claimed to hit it and they never even had?
Yeah, and I had to ask for them to show me a picture of this person, and I was like, I know everybody that I've had sex with, and I guarantee you he is not one of them. I don't think I've ever even talked to him in my life, or maybe I have in passing. This was like my SA nightlife days. It's like maybe I have in passing in the club or something like that, but as far as getting to an intimate situation, I'm not a hoe. I'm not in these streets like that. Nobody can ever say I'm a hoe because I don't be out there looking like one or acting like one. So it's not like I have sex with a whole bunch of fucking guys that I can't keep track of and I don't know their names. I know every single guy I've had sex with, and I guarantee you he wasn't one of them. I don't even think we've hung out before. So that has happened a couple times. I'm like, when did this happen? Please let me know, because I must have not been there.
Wow. That is crazy. It's
weird,
crazy because I think that's happened. I know a couple guys that have happened to as well, to where a girl says something and he's like, no, I've never even... Like, and it's for me as like most guys, I don't think guys would deny something, because like most guys would be like, oh no, I did it. But there's certain that's happened with some of my friends. I'm just like, damn,
it's so weird. I don't know.
Like, why do people make? How do you even? What goes through someone's mind saying that they hit it and they never did?
I think they just want to look cool or try to seem cool.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
Or it could go, or what's funny is when it comes to friendships. It's funny when people say they're really good friends with someone, and then when they find out that you're like really best friends with them, then their good friends come into like, oh, I'm just friends with him.
It's like one of my best friends, and I'm like, oh, for real? Because that's like one of my really best friends, and I hang out with them all the fucking time, and I've never seen you around. We've never even mentioned you before. Yeah. So I might have missed
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Yes, have you like? It's funny when I hear that. We were out. I'm not gonna mention anybody's name. We were out. Someone was telling me that. I'm just like, man, I've never heard your name, never seen you around. Like, but I didn't say that. But I was thinking it to myself. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, like I don't. For me, I know who my best friends are, so I don't have to validate or show proof of me having that relationship
with that person.
So, but it's just funny when people say like, oh yeah, I'm such a good friend, really good friends with, but I always miss him every time I go to his place, or I'm just like, well then you're not the good friend. So
you're not texting them when you're going to their place to see if they're there because you want to show them love?
Oh man, there's a lot of funny stuff with that, man. But over the weekend, that, and then Mother's Day, Mother's Day is always hard. So even with your posts, and you're, thinking of people that have lost their mothers, it is hard. So anybody that has gone through that or is going through that, it's a hard experience. Mother's Day or Father's Day or grandmas or, whoever raised you or whoever was a mother figure in your life, it's just hard not having them around. And it's also hard when people are going through, losing someone currently at this moment when it comes to their mothers. Because I know a lot of people are going through stages to where they found out that their mom has cancer or something. It just sucks, to be honest with you. But you always have to be positive, even though that sounds, is easier said than done. And Mother's Day for me, I look at it as I pray and I think about all the good times with my mom, and then I look at all the people that spend time with their moms, and I love it all. So I love seeing people spend time with their moms. I love hearing stories when they're with their mom, such as yours and other people. And Melinda, she had to work for Mother's Day at the Petroleum Club, and then after work, she just wanted to relax. She wanted to watch movies and eat a bunch of snacks and pizza, and we had the family, so we had a good Mother's Day, just something chilled, nothing too crazy. We watched the movie Air, and that is an incredible movie. It is really good if you like to know the back end of the story of the shoe and how Michael Jordan changed the game literally with the getting a contract the way he did with the Nike. It was just amazing, like,
what
to
is
know
that
it.
on? What
So
app is it on?
it's on that Soap to
Okay.
that one,
I need to,
because it's
I need to
at the
get
movie
that.
theaters. So I don't know if it's out on Netflix yet, but I know we watched it from there. And then we watched another movie called Knock at the Cabin. Have you seen of it? It's with Dave Bautista and a couple other people. Mm-mm. It's kind of weird, but makes you think a little bit. Not the movie that I would go watch on my own. I would have to be forced, which I was forced to watch in a sense. And while that movie was playing, I was making all these hood rat snacks and shit.
I want some hood rat snacks right now.
So I'm talking about hot Cheetos and some cheese and
AJ, where's my
pickles and everything. So anyways, so Knock, I think I'm saying the name right. Knock on the Cabin or something like that. Knock at the Cabin. So David Bautista, and it's basic. Well, I don't even want to. I can't even describe it. It makes you think. It makes you kind of think about what would you do in the situation of people coming in and saying, "Hey, would you sacrifice your family member to save the world?" In a way, they can foresee like the world going to end, and they're telling you you have to sacrifice one person out of your family to save the world. Would you do that? Would you not do that?
Fuck?
So yeah, it's more to it than that. Believe me, it is. If you watched it, comment below. But it does make you think in a sense. And for me, it just I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But watched it. So and that's pretty much it right there.
Have you heard of this movie called Mother that's on Netflix? It's Jennifer Lopez.
No, we were gonna watch it though.
I've been seeing everybody talk about how good it is, so I need to watch it. I love J-Lo. She's hot.
There's a
but I've heard it's really good. I need to watch it. And then I heard Ben Affleck came out with a movie too, and that his movie bombed.
Which one?
I don't know what the fuck it was called.
Well, he did Air, and that one was good. So.
Oh, he was in Air? Ben Affleck?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even mention his name. You mentioned David Bautista.
Well, that was on the other movie.
Oh.
But in Air, there's Jason Bateman, there's Matt Damon, there's Chris Tucker, Marlon Wayans, Ben Affleck. There's a lot of people in there.
Oh, nice.
Viola Davis, she plays Michael Jordan's mom.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
Ben
watch
Affleck, when he approached Michael Jordan with this movie, Michael Jordan said, "I only have one. How do you say it? One request, and that is you have Miss Viola Davis play as my mother." He's like, "That's the only
awesome.
request," and it's amazing because he was able to make that happen. And to be honest with you, she did an incredible job in that movie. I think overall, the movie was just well put together, great. And again, it makes you think about how these athletes are getting paid outside from playing basketball. So they gambled. Nike gambled, just to give you a little bit of a brief summary. Nike gambled on Michael Jordan and offered him $250,000 guarantee for him to wear their shoes, and they gave him a percentage of the revenue, which was unheard of. And
When was this?
1984.
Okay, before I was born.
So yeah, 1984, and within the first year, they were expecting that the sales of the shoes were going to be around like maybe $250,000 within the first 2 years or so. In the first year, they sold $165 million
Oh, damn.
worth of shoes.
Nice. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, in 84? That's
In
crazy.
80, yeah. So Michael Jordan, and this is a lot of people don't realize it. This is why Michael Jordan is very well off, is because he had a smart mother. You know, it wasn't, hey, let me just get a check for $250,000 every year. No, it was, we want a percentage of all the shoes that is being branded with Air Jordan. So, and she thought long term. And it actually goes back into, which is crazy, it goes back into the movie The Lion King. You remember the movie The Lion King?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that played Simba, his mother, and I can't think of his name, but he's in a popular TV show. I can't think of his name on top of my head, but the voice of Simba, if I'm not mistaken, he had his mom, of course, was his manager. She declined $1 million for him to do the movie in return to have a percentage as a passive income long term. So instead of collecting $1 million, and I'm just saying $1 million, it could have been less or it could have been more, but let's just say $1 million, Disney said, hey, we want you to do this character for $1 million, and that's it. That's it. That's all you get, $1 million. His mom was like, no, I want a residual income, basically passive
like
income,
royalties, basically.
royalties of the movie for the rest of his life, and she got that, and that's why this individual is so
Ended up making it so much
yes.
more.
So
smart.
it's things like that. I'm just like, damn, amazing,
Okay.
you know.
I can dig it. It's nice to have a mom like that has your back.
Yes, it does. I mean, anybody that has their moms and that has them like that is just amazing. You know, shout out to Melinda. She's an incredible mom. She does so much for the kids. She does so much for the house. And, you know, just the unconditional love that she has for Jacob, Justice, and Jocelyn is just amazing. And I know, you know, sometimes kids could be kids, teenagers could be teenagers, and parents have to have that, you know, thick skin. And, you know, it's just amazing to see how much love a parent or mom has with their kids, you know, unconditionally. And it reminds me of how my mom was with me. Like, I could do wrong, but in her eyes, it was just like she would always tell me, like, it's okay. You know, you're going to get through this, you know, no matter what. So, the what? Dear Mama? Yes. No, I haven't seen Dear Mama. You're talking about the so Javi's talking about Dear Mama with Tupac.
Is it on?
But it's on Hulu, right?
Hulu. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it pop up.
I haven't seen it
it
yet.
I didn't know what it was. Is it a documentary or something? Oh, okay.
I like
I'll check it
documentaries.
out.
I do. I like them a lot. Now, going back to on the relationships. Now, the thing was, we were going to talk a little bit briefly about, from last show, we were saying how people are, the mindset of someone when they're single and going through, I guess, a breakup. And what's, you know, how do you get over a breakup? Or I have close friends that are actually going through this, and, you know, what would you suggest for someone to do if they're going through a breakup? Do you think dwelling on something or moping or being sad is the key to where they just stop living, or do you encourage them to get out? And what is some as a woman, what would be your piece of advice for a female or male?
I don't know. It's a little different for me. Well, one, I've been single for like 6 or 7 years at this point, so I haven't dealt with this in a very long time.
What's up, AJ?
But I know. Hi, AJ. Both AJs.
Both AJs.
I'm very big on, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to hang with my friends. I'm going to be around people that love me and support me. I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to I'm not going to let it, of course, maybe a couple days, I might be, a little sad or depressed at home or something like that. But I'm very big of, I'm not going to sit here and dwell on this at my home. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know the role that I play in a relationship. And I know that when I'm in a relationship, I'm a really good girlfriend. So if it comes to a situation where I'm being broken up with or something happens between us, I know that it was the other person's loss, not necessarily mine. I did what I could do in the relationship. I'm not going to sit here and continue to cry about it. I'm going to hang out with my friends and be around my circle and my support group and just continue on with my life. I mean, it usually motivates me a little more, to be honest with you, to give back, in the gym and get healthier and just, work on, side hustles or whatever the case may be. It actually kind of motivates me, because I think sometimes people kind of lose themselves in relationships.
Do you believe in that?
Relationship. Some people do. People are different. I'm very big on, like, even if I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to stray from my friends. My friends are like my family. I'm not one that when I'm in a relationship, I disappear from the friend group. I'm one that I bring my, my boyfriend or whoever I'm with, I will bring them out and they will come and hang with me, my friends and I. I don't disappear and I don't distance myself. I have some friends, though, that completely disappear and distance themselves from their friend group, and they're solely focused on that relationship, and then something happens with that relationship, and then what they come back, and I'm usually the one that they hit up and come back to. But it's a little different for everybody. I'm very much of a, I'm still going to be around, my friends are going to be around, and you're going to have to be okay with that.
I think that's healthy I think that's healthy when you're in a relationship. You're still able to identify who you are. I think sometimes we can lose ourselves because we want to be with that person 24/7. But I think it's healthy when you're still able to be who you are with your friends, and have that balance.
I think that's necessary, because you just get so sucked up in the relationship and what the other person's doing 24/7 that you lose sight of your life, of your focus, of your goals, of your wants, of your needs. And you're just so worried about what the other person's doing and where they're at and who they're with. And, I feel like it's just not healthy. It's not a healthy situation to do that. I think you need to give your both some time apart. You need to give yourselves some time to miss each other. You need to have your boy time. She needs to have her girl time, or, boy and boy time, whatever, the relationship may consist of. I think you each need to have your own time apart and spend time with your friends and give each other a chance to miss the other person. I feel like you don't truly and genuinely understand what you have and who you have until y'all are gone and apart for a while. There's some relationships where they're just like this 24/7 every single fucking day. And then guess what? Y'all start kind of fighting more, or, getting sick of each other, or little pet peeves start coming up, and it's because you're with each other 24/7. Give yourself some fucking time apart, and realize that I have a friend going through something like that right now, that I'm just like, yo, y'all have been like this, give some time apart. And and they'll come back around, and she's starting to come back around, and that's just how it fucking works. Like, that's just how you gotta miss someone. That's how I am. Yeah, you have to give each other a chance to miss each other. Like, you're not gonna miss each other if you're all together 24/7.
Yeah.
It's just it's not the healthiest thing. It turns into a toxic cycle at times, and so. But that's just who I am in a relationship. That's how I am. But like I said, I haven't been in a relationship in like 6 years. So who am I to talk?
No, but I think when you're single, you have more of a better perspective on certain things, because you understand who you are. I think there's a lot of single people that are scared, but I think single people, in a sense, know what they want or don't want, compared to when people are in relationships that are so long that sometimes they do forget, and
they settle.
And
I'm very much about, I'm not gonna fucking settle.
And so, like, being single, is it hard for you to date?
No. Because there's been guys in between. You know a couple of them. There's been guys in between me being single that I was talking to or getting to know, hanging out with. I'd bring around the crew.
Yeah.
You've met a couple of them. And, get to know them. But if there's something that comes along in that time period and time frame of getting to know them and us talking, and just, if there's just some red flags that pop up and things that are a trend, that are a consistent thing.
How many chances
not
do you give a
going to
guy
sit
when they have
here-
a red flag that you see?
I mean, it'll be a couple,
Yeah.
it'll be a few, because I don't want it to be like a one-off situation. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then I'm just like done with it because of a one-off situation.
One and done, y'all.
We're
One
humans.
and done.
We're humans. We make mistakes. We're humans. We make mistakes. But if it's something that's constantly happening over and over and over and over again, even after multiple conversations of like, I don't really dig this, nothing's going to change. So why am I going to put myself in a exclusive, committed relationship with this person, knowing damn well I'm going into this relationship with somebody that already has some red flags and things that I don't like? No, I'm not going to. I don't see that in my future, which is why I'm still single, because the past few guys that I've hung out with and spent time with and, dated or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I started learning things, and I started seeing things that I didn't see me being okay with in a future relationship with them, and I decided just cut it off, because there's no point. I'm at the age where like I'm not gonna just date someone just to have a boyfriend and just to date, just to be like, I have a boyfriend, I have someone to make out with and shit. First of all, I make out with people all the time, but
That's too funny.
sorry, no, but if I'm dating somewhere, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, it's because I see a future with them. I am 35 years old. I'm not just going to date just to have a boyfriend. I'm going to have a boyfriend because I see a potential future with you. I see us possibly getting married, possibly having a family in the future, things like that. If I don't see that with you, I'm not going to waste my time for us to even get to the point to where we're in a relationship, because what's the fucking point? Like, what's the ultimate goal? What's that ultimately gonna lead to?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just who I am. That's why I'm still single. I learned a long time ago to not go looking for relationships. I don't go looking for it. I let it find me. I let it happen. If it's meant to be, it'll be. God will make it happen. And so that's where I'm at. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. He'll put somebody in my life. I'll put in some effort, of course, but we'll go through the process and get to that point. I just haven't come across, or nobody's come across, me in my lifetime, recently or the past 6 years. Makes me see that potential in there.
What's the ideal relationship that you have in your mind?
The ideal relationship I have in my mind is going to be somebody that
Take notes, guys. Take some notes.
Somebody that also brings something to the table.
Okay.
It's not just me. I want us to be able to be 50-50. I'm very much of a 50-50 or 100-100, however you want to put it, person. I don't expect him to pay for everything all the time. I'm going to pay for shit sometimes too, vice versa. I need somebody that's secure, because when I go out, not unfortunately, but a lot of people know of me. I say hi to a lot of people. A lot of people come up to me and say hi, give me hugs, whatever.
And you have guy friends.
And I have a lot of guy friends that are honestly some of my best friends. Yes, it's very true, and it's it's very okay and possible to be just friends with guys that you've never fucked around with. So I have a lot of guy friends. I just need somebody that's secure in who they are and secure with who I am, and that will have the trust to trust me being in public with some of these people, or being around some of these people, and know that I'm not, thinking that I'm constantly cheating with them or something like that. I want somebody that has something going for themselves. Like I have a good career, I make a decent amount of money. Like, I'm good where I'm at. I'm comfortable where I'm at. So I want somebody that's on the same level as me, or working towards, being somewhere in a good space.
I'm glad you said that, because I do have a question.
Yeah, go. Shoot.
Is it hard for a woman to be with a man that's not financially stable?
I think so. Well, it also depends on what place the woman is in her life as well.
If you're financially stable and you could, you're independent and you can actually afford things on your own, could you be with a man that is struggling financially at this moment in his life, like you say he's in his late 30s or early 40s, and just going through that rough patch, but you see potential where he wants to do more. But could you like would that be a downfall? Like, damn, he can't pay for this or this?
I think it depends on the circumstances.
And would you throw that in his face?
No, I wouldn't throw it in his face. But I think it depends on the circumstances, because there are circumstances where COVID, people lost their jobs, things going on where it's just out of your control. Like, there's still even effects of COVID are still happening. Businesses are still going out of business. Some things are just out of your control. If you're doing what you can in your power and you're making the effort to try to find another job or to do what you can, that's completely understandable. I'm not going to sit here and judge you for that. But if you're somebody that's constantly you're just not really trying, you're not putting in any effort, you're not wanting to do better for yourself, then I'm not going to sit here and then just be, the person to listen to your complaining all the time if you're not doing anything about it to try to fix your situation. I'm very much of a let's build each other up, let's support each other. If there's anything I can do to help, I will help you. I'll help you find a job. I'll help you. I'll look for openings for you. I'll whatever. But I need you to want to do better for yourself. I can't do it for you. And I can't want that for you. You have to do it better for yourself. And there are some people that are content with just not being financially stable and just, hopping around from side gig to side gig or whatever the case may be. And that's cool if that's you. It's just you're not the one for me. I just want somebody that wants better for themselves, put in the effort, and let's combine our household incomes and live a comfortable life and travel and have a great fucking time. I don't know. It's just, it depends.
No, yeah.
Circumstances, if that makes sense.
It does. I think it does, and I hope people are taking some notes on that. I think that is everything you said is on point. I do. It's just crazy because I feel that sometimes social media could be a big factor in relationships nowadays too. Mm-hmm. People go based on other people's relationships compared to just looking at their own relationship. They see other people putting a persona on of maybe being happy, and in real life they're not really happy. Mm-hmm. I've seen that with a lot of friends, or not friends, I don't want to say friends, but people that I know that they look happy with pictures and sharing stuff, but then behind closed doors I know they're going through struggles. And yeah, so
honesty too. I need fucking honesty. I hate people that lie. Don't fucking lie to me. I will probably find out. I've found out so much just because people know who I am or of me. They slide in my DMs. They share some receipts or screenshots or something. Don't fucking lie to me, guys. It's not that hard. Just keep it 100. And if you tell me something that I'm not going to like, but you tell me, I'm going to respect you so much more for telling me that, even though it was something that I wasn't going to like, than you hiding it from me and me finding out further down the road that you lied to me about something. I will respect you 100 times more the fact that you told me something that you knew I was not going to be happy to hear about.
That makes sense. And I think that's...
I will give you another shot just for doing that.
I think that's hard for men, though. I think when a man lies, it's hard for him to say it publicly, or even to the person that he's lying to, just based on knowing that they lied. So it's so hard to swallow that and say, hey, I'm a liar. So, but I understand what you're saying. I do. And you know what? It's crazy because when you and I were talking about this, and we're saying, hey, we're going to just talk a little bit about, relationships and sex and whatnot, and just based on relationship, deep conversations, I feel that we can dive into this more, and there's so much to talk about when it comes to relationships and the good, the bad, the ugly, everything on it. But I think you have to have in one of the things in relationships, I think the communication always has to be.
Communication is key for sure.
I think that, like you said, it's being honest is probably the biggest thing. And I still learn that, even in my situation, in my relationship, and I was gonna say situation, but I meant like my relationship. I still catch myself that I need to be a better man than I was, and it's one of those things that you have to continue to practice and show. So.
Your whole life you're going to be going through that. That's something. But the fact that you take the time to sit there and acknowledge it and want to act on being better, it speaks volumes. That's a huge thing, because there's a lot of men that don't even acknowledge that maybe some of the shit that they're doing or their lack of communication needs work, that they could be part of the problem as
Yeah.
well. There's a lot of men that don't even take the time to sit there and think about it and acknowledge that. So for a man to take the time to actually acknowledge that and want to act on it to be better for their partner speaks volumes of that person's character.
And you know what? I can't wait until our co-hosts come back, Terrin and Natasha, because I think it'll be a great conversation with both of them.
Yes.
And even other guests, that we'll have on the show too as well. And what do you have going on this week or this weekend?
This weekend
You said some valid things, by the way. So
thank you.
You did.
I
You
feel
said
like
a lot.
when it comes to
You
relationships,
said
like I
some
have a
valid
really
things.
good
Yeah.
like insight and mindset when it comes to relationships. I have friends that come to me for relationship advice all the time, and I feel like I give really good relationship advice. I feel like I'm a very balanced, level-headed person when it comes to relationships. I'm just not in one. I just haven't been in one for a while, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I think part of it too is you have to be okay being alone. You have to be okay being by yourself. You have to love yourself before you can put yourself in a situation where you're loving somebody else and you're giving them that energy. You need to make sure you're okay first, and so it's part of that too. I could keep mic drop.
Mic drop. I'm done.
I could keep going on and on. I feel like I'm very level-headed and I have a lot of great advice. And like I said, my mindset when it comes to relationships, I'm just single just because the right one hasn't found me yet. But doesn't mean I'm not open to it if it comes along. I do want to shout out everyone that tuned in tonight really quick, though. AJ Rivas, AJ, a.k.a. Arturo, is his government name on here tonight. And then I think I saw Richie Rich, and then, of course, Melinda and Albert. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. This weekend, it's my friend's birthday on Sunday, but we have Natasha's graduation on Sunday that we're going to. Congratulations, Natasha.
Congratulations. Yes.
So I'm going to go eat with my friend. I'm going to take her out to eat on Saturday instead, so I can have Sunday available for Natasha for her graduation. And I know there's some like an after party going on. So I'm just going to take my friend to eat on Saturday. Happy birthday to my girl, Steph. She works in Nationwide as well. That's all I have planned. Other than that, I will be watching basketball all week long. There's basketball every single day the rest of the week, 7:30 p.m., starting with, I believe it's the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets tomorrow. And then Wednesday is the first game of the Miami Heat and the Celtics. So I'm planning on watching basketball all week long. And yeah, I'm just excited for this next series coming up.
I haven't seen any of the games, to be honest with you, so I can't say anything about them. I do know that I don't want to see LeBron win, so someone in the East better win. And not just playing. If LeBron wins, he wins, no matter what. But I haven't taken the time to look at it. I did want to mention real quick that I want to give a shout out to Justice. So that's our second Otis. Justice recently purchased his own car on his own.
Oh,
He's
shit.
20 years young. And you remember how I was telling you that they book their savings?
Mm-hmm.
So the Otis is going to be is 23, and he has over $10,000 in his savings.
Nice.
And second Otis is Justice, and proud of both of them. Justice has over 4,000, coming up to 5,000. He got approved for $40,000 for a brand new car on his own
Watch out.
at a 7% interest rate.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really good.
That is
For-
really
for that
good.
age, that's really
So
good.
I was so proud of him. We went to the dealership, and he was just there. I was there, Melinda, and it was so funny because I shout out to Chris Motts. He had the business professional of San Antonio at Ace of Steaks. Shout out to Skylar. They had a really great event. And after my meeting over there, we went straight to the dealership. And when I get to the dealership, I knew the car salesman. He's like, "Aren't you MikeAnthony?" I was like,
awesome.
"Yes." And then Justice and Melinda were like, "Figures." And I was just like, "What?" Like, it was just too funny. I was like, "All right." So, but I was just proud of him. He got a brand new car. I'm excited for him. And then
What did he get?
he got an SUV. It's like we got a picture right here. I'm not good at remembering, but a Honda?
Probably a Honda CRV.
Yes, CRV, I think. I don't know. Melinda, if you're watching, say what
HRV?
kind.
Honda CRV. One
but
of
it's
those
a,
is the
it's a
SUV models.
beautiful car, 2023.
That's really nice. That's
yes,
really,
his
really pretty.
first car
Sheesh,
ever
for a
at
youngin'
20.
like that, he got a
for a
brand new car
20-year-old,
like that?
yep.
I need to get me a brand new car.
And it was just amazing. And I was going to also mention during this weekend, for the very first time ever, and I want you to understand this doesn't happen often. Every time I have a party bus run, I mean, usually we go to the clients, pick them up, get them on the bus, depending on whatever it is. I've never had anyone pray.
Aww.
And the group on Saturday, inside the bus.
Or a different
No,
group?
it was actually a different group. The one that I was driving. I upgraded Ava's party bus, so they had the brand new Tiffany party bus, and so the group that was on my party bus, they said a prayer. They were just like, "Do you mind if we say a prayer?" I said, "Sure," and they, prayed over me in a way, and they blessed the bus, and it was just amazing. Like I've never, out of 13 years, never experienced that, and it was just something that was like. Was much needed. I'll be honest with you. It was really much needed because I do need prayers at times. I think everybody needs prayers, but it's hard for people to say that. But I do appreciate when someone prays for me because I need it still, no matter what. And it was just amazing. It was absolutely an amazing experience to have that, and I loved it. I was just like, wow, I was amazed. And then today I had shout out to Heritage Elementary School in the South Side. This morning, they had 4 students that they rewarded them a field trip with a party bus to Olive Garden. And these kids, they rewarded 4 of them because they read over 1 million words in 1 year.
Oh, wow.
So that was their goal, and they were the only 4 students out of their whole school that did it.
You didn't pick me up? I want to go to Olive Garden.
And so it went to the South Side, and it was amazing because the teachers did this out of their own pocket. So I donated.
I love that.
Usually for a service like that would have cost maybe $700, $800, and I just charged them like a few hundred, and that was it. And I told them, I was like, don't worry. I was like, got you. I'll pick you up from 10 a.m. to 1 something, and it was just crazy because the weather was weird. It was like. When I was driving, it was light, and then I drove into dark, and it was just raining everywhere. But
typical sun.
But my thing is that the teachers, if you're a teacher, continue to do stuff like this for your students. They're gonna appreciate it in the long run. They will. I think there's a lot of students out there that need those good teachers in their lives.
It was just like Teacher Appreciation Day or week or something last week.
Was it?
So shout out to the teachers and to all the nurses.
Yes. This week we have a booked week with prom. I think this is the last weekend for prom for certain schools. We have graduations coming up, party buses, limos. If you need them, let me know. I did look over some documents, and All Access was registered May 30th. So May 30th is the 10-year mark officially of being in business. Nice. This week is the 1-year anniversary of Anise Aesthetics in Cibolo, Texas. If you need anything when it comes to health, beauty, skin, go check them out. Locally owned, and they're amazing. They have great services. Again, it's in Cibolo. They're doing their 1-year anniversary. And I'm trying to think what else we have going on this week. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. So the boys are going to the concert. We're going to take them in style with the party bus. So we have that coming up. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Justice and Jacob.
Okay, your boys.
So yes. So, and then
TMB
boxing too as well. Okay. So when is that? Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay. 20th? Okay.
Yeah, this
All right.
Saturday.
This Saturday, on the 20th. You know who sponsored it? No, I think Mac was part of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Is TMB the one that we went to last time?
TMB is with the Rick, right? Yes. Okay, so
they're both Rick. There's 2 Ricks. I can't keep track.
No, Rick is with TMB. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but TMB is the one, the Rick that was on our show.
Okay,
yes,
because the one that we did last time was a Rick as well, but I forgot
That's
what his
true.
boxing team
Yes.
is called.
His was a showdown, something like that, I think.
The one at the Shrine.
At the Shrine, yeah. Yeah, Rick Nunez. There you go. So, South. There you go. See, our producer knows. But no, shout out to TMB. One of the sponsors is Mac, an injury attorney. So they have their event coming up on the 20th, and then I'm trying to think of what else. And that's it for me. But if you want to go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Facebook, it is official MikeAnthony.Torres. On Late Nights with All Access, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, it's official All Access Podcast. And we appreciate the love and support. We are going to be episode 210 next Monday with local artist Nicole. And we're looking forward to it.
Somebody, who was it? I don't remember if it was Jacob or it was somebody. They said that we should go all out for episode 210 because it's 210 like San Antonio.
Oh, there we go.
Which we have a local artist, so that's really cool. But it'd be.
I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you. Wow.
Somebody, I forgot who was it, gave me the idea. It was like last week or something. But
yeah, so we have Natalie Nicole.
Damn, two Natalies? Oh, shit.
Natalie Nicole, local artist and songwriter. And if you notice in our intro, it's the music from her. So we're excited to have her on.
Nice.
210210.
Mm-hmm.
And we may do something.
Yeah,
It'd be pretty cool.
Do something a little. Maybe get some hood rat snacks. That'd be nice.
Yes.
Puro San Antonio. I'm Natalie Charlene on Facebook, Nat Boogie spelled with no E on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok. You can slide in my DMs. And yeah, thank you for everyone that tuned in, continues to tune in and support. We really appreciate it. It's MikeAnthony and myself. And then also Natasha will be back, and Terrin might be back sometime. We're not quite sure. But it's Late Nights with All Access. Catch us every Monday night right here on YouTube at 10 p.m. Shout out to Javi, our producer, for making us look and sound good. One more time, big shout out to Unas Frias. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this at your location for the last few weeks, and maybe me and more couple weeks coming up too, depending on how this weather goes. So thank you so much for the love. Happy birthday again, AJ. Happy birthday again, Jasmine. And
oh yes, happy birthday to them.
Yes, happy birthday. And yeah, thank you for everyone tuning in. I hope y'all have a great night, a great week. Stay safe out there. God bless. And as always, support local. Peace.
Past 2 weeks, I've been weak, contemplating things, searching for a remedy, feeling defeat. What is the reason life has been treating me so indecent lately? And I can't bear to depict this goodbye. Coldness fills me up, tears in my eyes. Baby, why I feel like this ain't a surprise? Taking up so much of my life, and you to make me your wife. Baby, how'd you do me like that? How'd it end up screwed up like that? What kind of fairy tale is that? I don't understand.
What's going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for
Late Nights with All Access.
And this King Tiz in the building. Tune in every Monday.
Night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night. Every single Monday night. To Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.